Several property worth thousands of Ghana cedis got burnt at the One Market Saturday night. Personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service prevented more fire from spreading to other parts of the market after receiving distress calls from passers-by. Rafiq Salam reports from Wa.
According to an eyewitness who refused to give her name or speak on camera, she was chatting with a colleague student around the Jengberi end of the market when they saw above the market some white smoke mixed with blazing fire. They quickly got to the market and, to their surprise, they saw the market sheds turned into storerooms by the market women in flames. They raised alarm and several people came to the scene with buckets and basins of water, but which did little to douse the fire. Personnel of the Ghana National Fire Service were then called to the scene and they quickly responded but had difficulty in entering the market. Bakubia Martin is an assistant divisional officer and he speaks for the Upper West Ghana National Fire Service.
When we got here on the scene, the immediate challenge we had was accessibility. Accessibility was a very big challenge for us because, I mean, look at it, how to even lay our hoses was a problem, and in total we have to lay over 6 lengths of hose.
4 stores got burnt completely alongside several clothes, tomatoes and fish amounting to thousands of Ghana cedis. Vida Nsia, popularly known as Bombay, owns one of the market sheds. She appealed to government for help.
All my children are in school. How can I pay my students' school fees? How can I feed my children? How can I pay my loan? Because the money is loan. So they should come and help me. Now I'm pleading for the government, for Ghana government, John Mama, to come and help me.
The Ghana National Fire Service says it is too early to say what might have caused the fire, but the market women are accusing some alleged hoodlums who used the market as their den during the night. She appealed to the Wa Municipal Assembly to employ security men to be in charge of the market. Whilst the blame game goes on, it is important that access routes are created in the market to create easy access during emergencies. Rafiq Salam's report from Wa.
Well, meanwhile, the Ghana National Fire Service has warned it may not be able to fight any fire outbreak until the current water crisis is resolved. In a statement, the fire service says it may be constrained with water availability in case of any major outbreak which requires large volumes of water. It is therefore impressing on the general public the need to observe safety measures to avert any fire incident. In a statement, Acting Head of Public Relations Ellis Robinson Oko said fighting requires usage of water and fire hydrants are also affected by the water shortage. The general public has been advised to be circumspect in handling naked flames and also plan adequate fire safety measures in homes, offices and the markets. He advised the public to desist from tampering and causing damage to fire hydrants and assure the public that education is ongoing to ensure the safety of all. Meanwhile, Deputy Chief Fire Officer and Director of Operations of the service, Dr. Albert Brown Gazy, has said although some arrangements have been made with the Ghana Water Company to deal with emergency situations, a further delay in supply of water could pose a major challenge to their operations. He says members of the public should consider having alternative source of water for easy accessibility in case of any fire outbreak. The public is also advised to call the fire service early enough during emergencies.
Meanwhile, after weeks of traveling long distances to get water, residents in the Odododio constituency now have access to the resource. Well, this follows an intervention by the Member of Parliament for the area, Ni Lanti Vanderpoy, to have water tankers supply residents with water. Some communities within the constituency which have so far benefited from the water distribution include Bisi, Sempe, Englishi and Koliwoko. At least 11 of the water tankers had supplied water to various communities by 2 p.m. Sunday. The Member of Parliament for the area, Ni Lanti Vanderpoy, said the move is to make life bearable for residents of Accra Central.
Well, this is the 11th truck that we are giving out to the public to at least sort of help them for now. We started yesterday and we are continuing. It's just to let the people know we care and we are concerned about the situation. And I want to thank the national security for their support. They've been of great help, and we're hoping that we'll be able to continue until the situation improves. But I'm very confident the water and sewage people will be doing whatever they can to make sure, because this is Accra Central and it makes things really, really difficult. I'm just hoping that things will improve within the shortest possible time so that we'll be able to make people's life worth living. We've given Cow Lane, we're giving Zongo Lane, we're giving Kolewako, we're giving Leshi, Mudo, Kinkan, we give Bese, Asne, Bukum, Tafo, Atupai, and then we're giving Amamo, and then the last one will be going towards Akotolante. So at least we will have served the whole Odododio constituency.
And the news team also undertook a lot more assessments of more communities in the constituency, as many residents also were quite elated about the initiative of their Member of Parliament.
You know, basically, people were really worried that a government they voted for, a government that they thought were concerned of the needs of the people, could that in that much abandon them that way. But today we must say that we are very happy that at the end of the day there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because we never expected that there would be such an intervention. So first of all, I want to congratulate the Member of Parliament for such an initiative, and we pray that the next time such things happens, it won't just be now. It will come earlier than today, because we had suffered earlier on before now.
The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection says it has noted with concern the issues surrounding the alleged missing dead baby born to Madam Suwaiba Abdul Momen at the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital some few weeks ago. A statement signed by Communications Advisor at the Ministry, Mercy Ajabing, stated clearly worrying is the trauma the mother is going through as a result of nagging questions that would otherwise have alleviated her pain and loss. According to the ministry, the current situation raises grave concerns about the institutional processes and procedures that guarantee the protection of the rights of women, such as Suwaiba Abdul Momen. The ministry has urged its sister Ministry of Health, the police, Ashanti RegSec and others concerned to, as a matter of urgency, get to the bottom of the issue and other similar cases to unravel the truth. The statement further noted the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection is putting modalities in place to provide professional counseling and psychological support for the mother and family.
Students at Abuabo Methodist Basic School in the Yilokrobo municipality of the Eastern Region have called on government to provide decent classroom block for the area to replace the existing infrastructure. Now, this, according to them, will end the poor academic performance of students in the community. Haruna Yusuf Wumpuni reports.
The Abuabo Methodist Basic School was established in 1931 and was later moved from its original place to a new site in 1980 with support from community members. Although the school was established in 1931, it has not seen any major rehabilitation work since. Some students who spoke to Joy News, Asari Daniel and Phyla Francisca, both JHS 3 students, said the bad structures in the school is a major source of worry to the students. This, they say, has contributed to students' poor academic performance at the school. According to the students, anytime it rains, school authorities have no option than to close the school and send students home. They are appealing to government to come to their aid.
it's raining, the classroom will be wet and we have to close and go. That affects our learning. And also the paid people will be disturbing us when we are learning. They will be making noise. Also the environment, when people are passing, they will be making noise. And we will not concentrate on the learning. We want the government to come to our road and build a new school for us. So then we will to the house. So we make our listening, we not finish learning and then we go to our house. So sometimes we just go home by not learning enough.
Assistant Headmistress Elizabeth Obengwa expressed worry about the bad nature of the school structure. She called on benevolent organizations, NGOs and philanthropists to come to their aid and provide them with decent classroom blocks.
Teaching aids also, lack of teaching aids. The teaching here is not improving. So we are appealing to individuals and organizations.
The assemblyman for the Abuabo electoral area, Samuel Tetachira, explained to Joy News how the community members assisted the school to put up this KG block.
This school has been there for a long time. There was no KG. So the community has decided to actually put up a structure for the KG. And we did that for about 6-7 years now that we did that.
Chairman of the Parents Teachers Association of the school, Harry Van Dyke, told Joy News about the steps being taken by the community to assist the school.
The Ghana Medical and Dental Council has inducted 181 medical practitioners into office. The council says the induction of the practitioners will reduce the incidence of quack practitioners in the system.
The demand for doctors is one of the many reasons leading to some quack masquerading as professional doctors, putting many lives at stake. The chairman of the Medical and Dental Council, Dr. Eric Asamoah, however, says government is ready to provide support and has issued a stiffer punishment for any quack doctor when arrested.
Anybody who practices medicine or dentistry without being registered by the council is committing an offense. It's been a very difficult issue because in this country, because you don't have enough doctors and dentists, people tend to accept anybody at all who does something. So sometimes the communities don't cooperate with us. You go in and you arrest somebody and they keep saying that, oh, this is the person who's been taking care of our health, and so that's part of the difference. Nevertheless, we've also been working in conjunction with the Ghana Medical Association, Ghana Dental Association, to try and flush out these quacks. Once we identify that, we're calling the police.
According to him, there are ways to identify a qualified medical practitioner.
Medical and Dental Council licenses dentists to practice. Like I said, if you've not been licensed to practice, then you are a quack. You must be on, so it's easy. If you come to council, if anybody informs us, we quickly go and check that this person has been licensed.
Dr. Eric Asamoah has, however, urged Ghanaians to make it a point to visit a dentist at least twice in a year. Meanwhile, the council has inducted 181 medical and dental practitioners. Some of them spoke to Joy News.
I wanted a profession that has to do with, like, training people, like getting to train people and let people understand what the oral hygiene is all about, because most people don't know much about their oral hygiene. So mine with dentistry right now, it's all about prevention, it's all about training people, all about educating people about their oral hygiene. So in this profession, my main aim, the reason I'm in, is actually to educate people and of course to make some money.
The newly inducted professionals will be serving under a senior medical authority before being given the license to operate.
Well, we'll have to look at some tragic news. And Richard Jonah, the son of business magnate Sam Jonah, has died in London on a business trip. An entrepreneur himself, Richard, 38, died suddenly in his hotel room over the weekend in what family sources suspect to be a cardiac arrest. As an international businessman, Richard Jonah was the co-founder and the executive director of Jonah Capital, with mining interests in some African countries like the DR Congo. His death comes on the heels of the unexpected demise of another rising star of Ghana, Komla Apakadumo, who died in London on January 18 and was buried over the weekend. Jonah also founded Mobile's Property Holdings Limited, a privately held Ghanaian property investment, development and management company with focus on commercial and residential property development. So that's it for the morning. Before we go though, a recap of our top stories.
Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection issues statement on alleged missing dead baby at the Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital.
There are still water shortages in the capital, and already the Ghana National Fire Service says it may not be able to fight any more fire outbreaks if the current water crisis is not resolved.
And as you just heard, Richard Jonah, the son of business magnate Sir Sam Jonah, has died.
Well, so that'll be it for the latest news we have. Next, we bring to you the latest sports. It's brought to you by Cowbell
and Tigo.
Do stay on, we'll be right back.